What inspires change? What motivates us? It's what's inside that moves us. What moves you? Get the Scion story at Scion.com.
Do you have a lawyer?
I don't know if my family was trying to get me one or not, so I have no idea.
Are you working at the present time?
Right now, no, sir, because I don't live here.
Allan Agababa answered without emotion the questions posed by Magistrate Judge Alberto Tolentino this afternoon. He was formally charged with murdering his mother, Shelley Bernstein, around midnight, August 13th. Assistant Attorney General David Rivera asked for a $1 million cash bail, calling Agababa a flight risk, and Judge Tolentino granted that request.
Yes, Your Honor, this case involves an accusation of a man killing his own parent. And I also know from the report that's been filed, he claims to have a dual citizenship with Israel, and his business is located in Thailand. Therefore, he's not only facing substantial time, which is life without parole, but if he's a flight risk, and if he flees to any of those locations, he's not likely to receive background warrant.
Bernstein was found dead in her bed at her Mooning apartment shortly after midnight that Tuesday. She was a United Airlines flight attendant. According to the magistrate's report, initially the cause of death appeared to be a gunshot wound to the head, but a subsequent autopsy found it was the result of a single blunt force trauma to her head. The report also notes that there were no signs of forced entry, no rummaging consistent with a burglary, and no signs of a struggle. And medical examiner Dr. Aurelio Espinola also concluded that Bernstein appeared to be sleeping when she was attacked and that her body appeared to be staged to conceal the wound. She also had 6 medical adhesive patches on her body. They contained the opiate fentanyl, which Bernstein had a prescription for to treat her chronic back pain. But Dr. Espinola concluded that the 6 patches would have resulted in an overdose. Shortly before his court appearance this afternoon, family and friends gathered at the SDA Church in Agagaba Heights at noon today to mourn Bernstein's death. Agababa is Bernstein's eldest son. The magistrate's report says he was in financial distress and his mother had been supporting him during the past 8 months since his arrival on Guam. The report also reveals that Agababa had contacted United Airlines personnel just a few hours after her death to ask about his mother's death benefits.
She had a vibrance for living. She was a very loving and caring person. She loved her boys. She enjoyed her job. And she was just a very beautiful person. And we're very, very sorry of her passing. She had so much left to give.
A neighbor told police that Agababa knocked on the door shortly after midnight to say someone had broken into their apartment. He seemed unemotional, according to the magistrate's report, more concerned about charging his cell phone, said the neighbor to police. The cell phone log indicates that Agababa was on his phone to his brother minutes after allegedly finding his mother's body, but he did not call 911. Agababa denied any involvement in his mother's death.
And it's so sad for her kids that she's gone.
Agababa did not enter a plea today. Judge Tolentino assigned the public defender to represent him. A preliminary hearing has been set for Friday, September 6. Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.